Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill. You already know I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every Chosen Vessel to press that like button, press that share button, and don't forget to subscribe, all right? Because you already know we back at you again with another video. So let's get right into it. Look, just because something bad happens to you doesn't mean you have to think negatively about it, all right? There's all types of things that are going to happen to you throughout your day. All right. There's going to be good things and there's going to be not so good things. All right. But depending on how you feel about it and what you think about it, you have the potential to make it even worse. So when bad things happen, what you do is you have to put a different spin on it, right? Because just because we want things to happen doesn't mean they're always going to happen the way we want them to. So when things don't happen the way you want them to, it's better for you to look at it from a different point of view than the angle that's making you angry. All right. If you look at it from the angle that's going to continue to make you mad, you're just going to get more upset. All right. So when something bad happens, sit and think for a second. All right. If you can, you may have to calm down at first, but try not to see it as all the way bad. All right. When something that you don't like happens, try to look at it from a way that you could turn it into something positive for yourself, right? So things that we don't like happen, but what can we do in that time period? All right. Are we just going to sit there and be upset? Are we just going to sit there and find more fault in the person or the situation? Or are we going to try to do something about it? Because if you can do something positive about it, then you just changed your life and benefited off of a negative situation. And that is being one of the best alchemists that you can be in your life. An alchemist is a person that would take lead and turn it into gold. All right. These lead heads, all right, these pencil heads are trying to cause issues for you. So when something bad happens or something that we don't want happens, we can turn it into something positive, even if it's us that makes something bad happen. All right. Sometimes, but shoot, not sometimes, all the time, try to look for a better way to view it than a way that's going to make you mad, because you could have made a mistake, right? But your mistake could lead you to something great. All right. Lil Wayne said, he said, my F up is a perfect mistake. So basically, you have to be so creative, got to be so creative that you're able to find greatness in your mistake, right? So like an artist, when they're painting, they may not make the painting perfect, but they're so skilled that they could take that mistake and either turn it into a person or turn it into another piece of the art, another piece of their painting, and make a person look at their art a different way. You never know. It's all about you being creative with your mind and with your thoughts. So the more creative you are, the more smarter you're going to be. So you have to be more creative, so that way you'll be able to use your brain in a better way than to just get mad, because getting mad isn't going to produce anything. Getting mad is not going to help you. Getting mad is not going to, unless you're using that anger to benefit yourself, unless you're using that anger and turning it into a book or turn it into a song, or going and using it to work out, then like that's not, if you're not doing something like that, then it won't benefit you. But if you're just going to get mad, and if you're just going to just sit there and be mad and not do anything about it, and being mad is the only thing that you do about it, you're not helping your situation at all. All you're doing is making things worse and causing yourself to be more upset. All right. So just because something bad happens to you doesn't mean you have to think negatively about it. Don't look at something bad as bad if you can. All right. Depending on the situation, we know there are worse things, But when you have those small things or something that you just have to get over about life, if you're if you're the type of person that it may be less easy for you to let things go, then one way for you to let things go is to trick your brain by not think. This is a cheat code to life, basically. Is like not thinking about things negatively. And this is how a lot of people keep their cool in certain situations. They overlook it and they override it in their mind and they look at it differently. But there are people that would rather you figure that out for yourself instead of tell you and help you. Like that's not something useful that a person should know. But that's why I made this video, because I would like to share this with someone else, because I'm 100% positive that this will help you because it's helping me. All right. So when people try to trigger you, when people are being petty, when people are trying to get you back because they may not know how to communicate. Maybe it's something that you're doing. Maybe it's something that they might could possibly talk to you about. I don't know. All right, people are weird. People are strange, and they'll do things to try to trigger you because maybe they're jealous. Maybe they have a problem with you. Maybe you have something that they want. Maybe you have a particular gift. Maybe you have multiple gifts. All right. But just because they're trying to trigger you doesn't mean you have to get triggered, right? So always try to look at things from a different point of view. If something bad happens, see how you could turn it into something positive. It's basically like taking lemons and making lemonade, right? Instead of complaining about how sour the lemon is, you have to take it and you have to add some water to it, add some sugar to it, stir it up. You got to put some work in to turn a negative situation into a positive one. But you have to be willing to work. You have to want to work. You have to have something to work on. All right. That's why they say the idle mind is a devil's workshop, because if you don't have anything to take your mind off of people or your situation or whatever's making you mad, then you're going to stay mad. So why not do something to benefit yourself? Do something with your time. All right. That time that you're wasting getting angry, you'll never get back. You never get back angry time. All right. You never get back angry time when you're sitting there frustrated, uh, uh, cursing people out in your head, or being mad about someone or something, and you're just sitting there upset. That does nothing for you. That has done nothing for anyone unless you just sit there, wait, and think it out afterwards. But that period of anger is not going to benefit you. It's not going to do anything for you. Being upset doesn't fix anything. Just sitting there being mad won't fix anything. All right. That won't help you at all. So it's better to use your mind. You can do something to better your life, right? Do something to better your life. So that way you won't have wasted that time that you'll never get back. Because you could waste a whole year like that. All right. You maybe have wasted whole years like that, where you got mad, you got upset, something affected you, you let it affect you even worse because you didn't let it go. You didn't find a positive way to look at it, and you didn't see the blessing in it. All right. The devil may attack you, but there's a blessing in it. All right. No weapon formed against you will prosper. All right. The weapons will form, but they won't prosper. Only if you don't let them. All right. You're the one letting the weapon prosper when you're getting upset. You're the one letting the weapon prosper when you allow these people to trigger you. You have to figure out why you're triggered. All right. Maybe it's because you're in a situation that you want to get out of. Maybe it's because things aren't going right and you would want them to go another way. There's nothing like some hard work that'll help your situation out, or some smart work. All right. But when you find out what type of smart work you have to do, then you work hard. All right. Don't just work hard. All right. You want to work hard at working smart, but you're figuring things out. You're figuring things out once you learn how to use your mind. All right. Instead of getting upset, learn how to use your mind. People who get angry and get upset, they don't know how to use their mind. All right. That's why people might even laugh at you when you get mad. They might know that they have this advantage over you or this leverage over you, and they're just not saying anything. Not everybody is like us. Not everybody is going to see somebody with an issue or a problem and be like, hey, if you do this, you'd be able to get ahead in life. Hey, if you do this, you'd be able to think better or have more peace in your life, right? So it's good that we have people like ourselves to be able to create certain things and certain information to be able to put certain knowledge out there so other people could connect the dots and then uh, formulate something in their mind and put that together and help someone else, right? So now once you learn how to use your mind, you're able to take certain experiences that would have been a negative one and you're able to turn it into something that you could make some money off of. You're able to turn it into something that could change your life. You're able to keep yourself out of trouble and making things worse. You're able, rather than uh, create more problems for yourself. All right. Because if you're in a situation that you already don't want to be in, that's enough problems for you already. So, in order to get out of that situation, why not create some solutions? Why not create some solutions so that way you'll have a better life? Getting mad about something or someone is not going to make your life better at all. It's not going to do anything for you. It won't improve you. It won't make your day better. It won't make the situation go away. It definitely won't make the situation go away. So change your mind and how you feel about things. You program your mind. You tell yourself what to think and you tell yourself how to feel. So when you are in control of these things, you realize that nobody can play with you. All right. As the specialists say, nobody can use you as a football in their cruel game, and you're not up to your fate is not up to other people in a sense. That's what it was saying. All right, your fate is not up to other people. If that is the way the world was, we'd be screwed. All right. If our fate was up to everybody else instead of ourselves, it'd be a real bad time here. But you have the power over your own destiny. You have the power over what you choose to think, and you have power over what you choose to feel. So why not choose to think something better so that way you could feel better? All right. Thinking about what happened, thinking about how mad it made you is not going to change it because you can't change the fact that what happened. All right. So when things happen, they just happen. Don't look at it as something to make you upset. Don't look at it as something bad. Don't see it as something that's negative. Just see it as something that just happened. All right. That way you're able to have no you're able to have no stance on it, because where there is no judgment, there is no suffering. Now I understand that Bible verse, where there is no judgment, there is no suffering. All right. When you have some type of feeling or some type of thought towards something that happened and you're labeling it as bad, you're judging it, and you're going to be met with the judgment that you meet. All right. So when you, however, whatever judgment you measure, that's the judgment you're going to meet. So when you are judging things that happen to you and you view them as negative, that's the experience that's going to come out of it. So when you're viewing something that happened to you as bad, you're going to view it as bad and you're going to have a bad experience. Then you're going to get upset. Then you're going to get angry. then you're going to be ruminating over the person and the situation, because it's something in the past that you can't change. You have to let go of the past so that way you can move forward with the flow of life. All right, because life is always moving forward, life is always flowing onward forever. All right, so find something to do so that way you can take your mind off the problem, because you're bigger than your problems. Stop seeing everything as a problem. Start to see things as an opportunity. All right. If you have a problem, there's an opportunity in that. If there's something negative that happened, there's something positive in that. There's yin and there's yang. There's duality. There's good and there's bad. All right. So if there's a bad situation, you can find something good in it. All right. Don't bad people find something good and make something bad out of it. So why don't you find something bad and make something good out of it? If they could find something good and cause some bad, you find something bad and cause some good. You flip reverse, Uno reverse card. Just Uno reverse card it out. So that way, when they try to do you harm, they try to do you bad, or if you end up doing some harm or end up doing some bad, all right, you can turn it around for yourself a lot faster than you would if you were to just sit there and be frustrated, because that's not going to solve any of your problems or anybody's problems. So the more you practice this, the easier it's going to get for you to keep your peace. The easier it's going to get for you to not get upset at other people or at things in life. You'll just see things as they are, as something that happened, and then you'll let the energy dissipate. You'll let the energy fade away, whether it be positive or negative. It won't really sway you like that, because anything that's on the outside, it shouldn't really sway you like that. You control how you feel, and you control what you think. As a man thinketh, so is he. All right. If you're thinking negative, you're going to be negative. If you could change your mind and think positive, you're going to be positive despite what happened, despite what people are trying to cause for you, despite what demons or negatives or karmics are present. All right. You have the power over your own mind. You have control over what you think. So don't allow things to have power over you anymore. All right. We're breaking this matrix down. All right. And we're getting stronger and stronger. All right. So as you continue to grow and get stronger, you have to continue to allow your mind to grow as well. And you have to be open to new ways of thinking that are positive, so that way you can get rid of the way you used to think. All right. Because the way you used to think was holding you back. The way you used to think was keeping you trapped. All right. Now, when you open your mind and you start to practice and start to use and start to implement these things in your life, you'll start to you'll be able to elevate and go to higher places, because you'll be opening yourself up for new opportunities, because you'll start to see opportunities and problems. When you see opportunities and problems, that's the start of somebody that's about to start making a lot of money. So when you start to see the opportunity in the problem, you about to be paid, because you're practicing alchemy. You're turning lead into gold. You're taking problems and turning them into paper. You're taking problems and turning them into pesos. You're not being pessimistic. You're being optimistic. All right. So continue to look at things from the best point of view. All right, change the spectrum, change your perspective, look at things differently. Don't look at things how other people want you to view them. You look at the situation how you want to look at it. You view things how you want to view things. It's your world, it's your reality. You create it. You don't let them create it. You create your own reality. So create it. Think something positive. You have the power to reject any thought that you don't want. You have the power to reject any negative thought. All right. Some people walking around negative, their negativity tries to rub off on you, and now you think negative. Don't let that happen. You have the power to reject negative thoughts. Any negative thought that comes into your mind, you have the power to reject it. It's your mind. You don't have to feel bad, and you don't have to feel sad. Take control of your mind. Take that lemon and make some lemonade. All right, take that lemon and make some lemonade. Don't let negative situations get you down. Don't let problems get you down when you could turn your mind around and turn your life around. When you turn your mind around and you start thinking different, you start viewing things from a different point of view in a different way, your life will change, and you'll feel the change within you because you're going to be less stressed. You're going to be less drained because people aren't going to be able to stress you out like that, and things aren't going to be able to stress you out like that. You're going to have more peace, and you're going to have more time for creativity. You're going to have more room in your mind to be creative. Instead of using that time to be upset and angry, you're going to start to take those times and use those moments to create and to make your life better and to learn and to study and to change your life, instead of just sitting there and not doing anything but being mad and being pissed off and complaining. Complaining's not going to do anything for you. Sitting there being pissed off is not going to do anything for you. You have to make positive changes when things aren't going right. When you're upset about things, it's usually something that you have to change about yourself and your own life. So take that accountability, take that responsibility, and make some positive changes so that way you could change your reality and you could continuously create it and make it better, instead of focusing on what you don't like, so that way you won't continue to have what you don't like. As you think, so are you. When you start to change and you start to think better, you'll get better, because you'll see better and you'll feel better and you'll be doing better, because you won't be stuck in the negativity. You won't be stuck in the stagnation, all right, of the nation. You won't be stuck in the stagnation. You'll be starting to grow. All right. All that watering on the seeds you planted in your mind, they're starting to sprout. They're starting to sprout. And in your time, in your season, you will bear fruit. Not their season, not her season, not his season. In your season, you'll bear fruit. Right? And when you meditate on the law of the Lord day and night, right? When you meditate on the laws of your subconscious mind day and night, sooner or later something is going to click. When you work on your mind, when you dig for gold, sooner or later you're going to find a nugget. When you work on your brain enough, sooner or later you're going to reach a place to where things get better in your life, because you've been working towards positivity. You may have been negative, you may have got mad, you may have got upset, but you changed anyway. You worked on your mind anyway, and you didn't give up. And a person that never gives up will always succeed. Always. A person that keeps pressing forward, a person that keeps inching forward, will always have momentum in their life. Even if it's slow motion, it's better than no motion. All right, even if you got to go slow and steady, even if you have to inchworm it out, all right, the inchworm still gets to where it needs to go. That's why you got to study nature, because you can learn from everything. You can learn from anything. That's where true wisdom comes from: taking experiences, taking things, learning from them, people, situations, life experiences, and taking them and putting them in your memory bank, and using them for when you need to look at life from a better point of view, when you need to cope with life, when you need to elevate in life, when you're climbing the ladder of life and just continuously raising yourself to the top, continuously raising the bar, never stopping. All right, always giving it all you got. And since you're that type of person anyway, why not add the icing on the cake and think more positive? All right, so that way you could actually be positive. But you spoke it into existence anyway. It was bound to happen. You were bound to have a breakthrough. All right, and it was going to happen mentally and spiritually before it happened physically. When you have mental breakthroughs, you're going to have physical breakthroughs. All right, that's when that money gets to break through your bank account, because you got all those gold nuggets in your mind, because you've been digging and you've been working. All right, you're not like the person that was digging and then stopped right before the gold, stopped right before the treasure chest. You kept digging and then do 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 do. Hey, we got something. And you kept digging. You cleared the dirt out the way. You was dirty, had the dirt all on your face, but you opened your treasure chest and you found that treasure deep within yourself. You found that treasure deep within yourself. You kept digging and digging and digging, and you found that treasure deep within yourself. You kept using your gift. You kept using your mind. You kept trying to look for something positive. You kept trying to find a way to not get angry all the time, to not be upset, to not be stressed, to not be worried, right? But as long as you don't give up and you keep pressing forward, you keep moving forward, you keep doing something positive, you keep turning lead into gold, you are eventually going to reach your a destination. It may not be your destination, but as long you gonna reach a pit stop on the way to your destination, and a pit stop is better than no stop. All right, so keep heading in the right direction, because your life is dependent on it. You got to take bad situations and make them better. You got to take bad and turn it into good. You got to take lemons and make lemonade. So as long as you continue to grow, you'll continue to move forward. You'll continue to better yourself while other people stay petty and stay behind. It is what it is. Everybody smash that like button, smash that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. This is another Druuill special. Shout out to the Chosen Vessels. I'll see you all in the next video. Salute to the Galactic family. Shout out to the Chosen Vessels, and salute to Drew Nation. All right, yo, this one needs a YouTube Gold Award. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace, love, and light. Everybody keep doing your thing. We out.